On the cloudy sky, a 2-4 heartbeat. Hey guys, Flash Gordon, one record at a time. It's been a while, almost 2 months. Can you believe it? It's like when you check your last video, you're like, oh my god, has it really been that long? A lot of life stuff going on. Very busy at work. So that's been keeping a lot of my time. And then we got hit with the COVID, which I don't understand why. We're very safe. We practically don't go anywhere. But my wife's a school teacher, and my son is in 3rd grade. So, but you know, they wear their masks, they wash their hands, but it's just so contagious. So we had to deal with that. I'm happy to report my son is all recovered. He was probably down for a week with just like a really bad cold. So it wasn't too bad, you know. If you're not vaccinated, get out there, get your boosters, get all your up-to-date shots. Again, just my opinion. It could have been a lot worse with our family. And just some sick relatives and just a lot of life stuff going on. But and also, if you notice on my stereo system over here, this middle unit here, which I bought probably about 8 months ago. It's if you guys are familiar with audio equipment, they're like mid-range to high-range audiophile equipment, Emotiva. Look them up. They're either out of Kentucky or Tennessee. Awesome music. I needed a preamp, so I said, you know, why not go with it all in one? It's got a DAC built in, which is digital. I can stream my music. Obviously, I needed it also for my Fluence RT85, which doesn't have a built-in preamp. So, and this got really great reviews. It's the TA100, but it just stopped working. And to make a long story short, it turned out that the headphone jack, the switch in there, got stuck in the on position, so it would only play the headphones, and it blocked out all the external audio coming out of it. I mean, I thought it was my speakers, my wire. I went crazy, but luckily it had a 3-year full parts warranty, but of course I had to spend money to send it back, but I just got it back a couple days ago, so I'm stoked. I was without my music in my office/man cave, so yeah, happy ending with that. I just surprised how it, you know, crapped out after like, you know, only 8 months, but you know, things happen. Things happen with new cars and everything else. But anyways, I don't want to make this video long. Just catching back up. You'll see a picture of me at the beginning of this video. Yes, I have Bobby Gas hair. I am in desperate need of a haircut. So, and a shave. But what we're listening to is an Australian obscure band called the Swingers. I don't even know how many albums they put out. Maybe 2. But they had this song. The first song I played at the intro at the beginning, Counting the Beat. Check them out. They're a really eclectic band. They're kind of like new wave, post-punk sound. This is called Swingers. Counting the Beat. And if you notice, it's on Gold Stamp promo. Ooh. And this is an Australian band. And they were, I wouldn't say they were popular, but they had a couple hits, mostly globally, in around 82, 83. And their big hit was Counting the Beat, which I do have on 45. Check these guys out. This is a pretty good record. It's kind of obscure, though. It's kind of hard to find for a while. But I did find it on eBay. So that is the Swingers we're listening to. I like them. Australian band. Alright, let's get rolling now here. We're already at 4 minutes. Bobby, I promised you I got a very big 45 haul. I'll do that in my next video. I just want to dedicate a video to that. But first of all, I'd just like to say hi to all my buddies out there in the VC. and big supporters. And I have a list, actually. Of course, Bobby Z, Steve Carlson, Vinyl Richie, Robert the NYC guy, Steve at Value Vinyl, Tina Ferrazzoli, and her significant other, Rob from Boston, most importantly. Love you, Rob, man. Your wonderful cheerfulness just makes my day when I hear you and read your text, man. We love you, buddy. That's my Boston brother. Someday I'm going to have to hook up with Rob and meet him somewhere. We're not too far away. I'm in Connecticut and he's in Massachusetts. The Vinyl Professor, James Griffith, Psycho Platters, Rob Harrison 2.0, my Canadian buddy, and of course the world famous Bobby Gass. Love you, Bobby. Again, Bobby, next video is for you, buddy, that I'm going to be showing the 45s that I picked up. I won this eBay thing. But let me show you what I got now. I'm going to go really quick and be very brief. But I just hope everyone's doing well. My son, again, he got sick again with a fever, so I'm trying to keep it down a little bit. I'm way on the other side of the house, and him and Mom are laying down. So he has a fever, and I'm hoping, I don't know what he has. It could be a touch of the flu, but prayers out to my little guy. He's definitely doing a little bit better today, but the last 2 days he's had a fever on and off. So that's the little guy. And let's get rock and rolling. Well, first off, I still pick up CDs every once in a while. You know, they're kind of cheap, and sometimes, you know, when albums aren't available or reissued or they're too outrageous, I'll just pick up the CD. And then when they come out, maybe, you know, I'll get that. But unfortunately, with my new car, they don't have CD players anymore, so I can't play these in the car, but obviously I play them in my office. First one is Jesus and the Mary Chain. 21 singles. I absolutely love these guys. This has all their hits. They're kind of like a psychedelic, acid, punk, alternative / new wave band from the 80s. So that's 21 singles. And that's Jesus and the Mary Chain. I have numerous albums by them, too. So that was good. That was cheap. Next one, I have all the Ramones albums except for like the last couple latest ones they put out. They're just so outrageously expensive. So I did pick them up on CD until they are reissued. This one is Ramones, Too Tough to Die. This is digitally remastered and has a bunch of extra songs not released, demos or whatever. This was a great album of mine. If you know, I've seen the Ramones anywhere from 13 to 15 times. I've lost track, but it's a lot. Between New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, all over the place. I follow them everywhere. And this is Ramones, Too Tough to Die. Love Mama's Boy. Next up is another Ramones later album, Halfway to Sanity. And this has Bop Till You Drop. And he also does a Go Little Camaro Go with Deborah Harry of Blondie. But this is Halfway to Sanity. It's another great Ramones album. And again, I'm looking for these two on vinyl. I'm a huge Frank Zappa fan. I buy anything Frank Zappa, whether it's the Mothers of Invention, Frank Zappa, whatever. And I have a lot of his albums. But I just picked this up because it's got like all the bread in one basket, so to speak. Strictly Commercial, the best of Frank Zappa. This was pretty cheap. You can see my eyes. Hello. See my wild hair? All my gray hair from my kids. So let's have some wild songs on it. And all mixed of songs. I love Muffin Man. The Slime. I just love Frank Zappa. And also Frank Zappa. Dancing Full. Don't Eat the Yellow Snow. There's Frank Zappa. And last but not least, I've been listening to a lot of Badfinger. I don't know if they're talked a lot about in the VC, or I'm just missing it. I don't know, or if they don't get enough love, but I absolutely love these guys. Best of Badfinger. You know, pop, power, rock and roll band from the early 70s into the early 80s. This has all the hits. I just love No Matter What, Come and Get It. Just great band. Badfinger. Check them out if you've never heard of Badfinger, which I'm sure everybody has. I'm gonna late getting onto the board. But next up, okay, now let's get started with the albums I picked up. I've been wanting this album for a long time. I don't know if anybody's heard of a band called Gentle Giant. I just started getting into them in the last 6 months, and this is, I believe, their third album. It's a very interesting cover, and they're considered prog rock, jazz, rock. I guess each album is different. This is an original pressing from 1972 in great condition that I picked up. I don't know if you guys have heard of Gentle Giant. Let me know in the comments. Again, late jumping on the bandwagon of them, but I really like their music. It's really different. This is a gatefold. Gentle Giant. And this is a concept album. And again, I haven't had a chance to listen to this yet. I've heard it, obviously, online on YouTube, and there's the words to the song. But I think it's about several friends growing up in different paths, and that's Gentle Giant. But again, prog rock, really interesting. They definitely have their own unique sound, some orchestral movements, and that's in the original cover. I'll obviously put this to an anti-static one. The inner sleeve. This is just music on all different stuff and advertisements, I guess, but the vinyl's really good. It's pretty good. It's got a little writing on the front, but these albums are getting so expensive. All albums in general are getting expensive. Everyone, I'm assuming everyone knows that because everyone's jumped on the bandwagon now with vinyl. So, yeah, album prices have definitely gone up, in my opinion. But anyways, that's Gentle Giant. Let me know what you guys think of this band. I just started getting into them. Again, this is their third album. Let me know what's their greatest album if you heard of them. I just love getting into bands I've never heard of. It's so exciting. That's Gentle Giant. All right. Next up, album I picked up, doing a complete 180. I saw these guys back in the day, Public Image Limited, otherwise known as Pill. I believe Steve Carlson showed this album several months ago. But This Is What You Want. Great album. I've seen them. I saw them with New Order at Lake Compounds in the summer in the late 80s. It was New Order, the Sugar Cubes, and Pill. It was an outdoor concert. I got sunburned. But this is their second or third album? This is from 1984 at Elektra Records. But really great album. I love Pill. Johnny Rotten is such a pain in the ass, but I love him. I don't like what he did attacking Marky Ramone a few years back when they released that documentary, but it's all good. And this is on, again, Elektra Records. Nothing, just the boring inner sleeve. But This Is What You Want, if this is what you get. Love Pill. Another one to add to my collection. Thanks, Mr. Carlson, for reminding me to pick that one up. And again, anybody, if I haven't gotten to your videos yet, don't be alarmed. I'm just really backlogged. I'm going through them as much as I can. Again, another 180 degrees. Ringo Starr, Goodnight Vienna. I just love that cover from The Day the Earth Stood Still. Well, if you guys haven't watched any sci-fi classics of the 50s and 60s, check them out. This is a classic movie. And of course, there's Ringo Starr. Very excellent copy here. Yes, Goodnight Vienna on it. Husbands and Wives. Snookeroo. Everybody plays on this album. Taupin from Elton John collaborator and various other people like Harry Nelson, Easy For Me. So they write and played a lot on this album. And this is Ringo Starr. By the way, in the background we're listening to the Ramones, obviously. But this is in very good shape. Paid a little more for it. It's got the inner sleep, but look at all the people that recorded with them. With Ringo Starr. Of course he would get. Ringo Starr was friends with everybody, but Here's the inner sleeve. Of course, you got John Lennon, right? There's Harry Nilsson or Nielsen. I have some of his stuff too. What a songwriter he was, right? See if you can pick out any special people here. And of course, Robbie Robertson from the band. There's Preston, Billy Preston, who obviously was involved a lot with the Beatles and played on their records. So really cool to have this. And this is on... This is original pressing. And I don't know what label is that. Is that Apple? Yeah, that's Apple Records label. This is original pressing. Again, some of these original pressing albums can go for lots of money. Okay, next, my wife got me this for Christmas. I put it on my list and forgot about it. She has no idea who this band is, but I love this band back in the day. I don't know if anybody's heard of a band called the Suburban Lawns. This finally got reissued, and this is their only LP. They were from Southern California band, and female lead singer, but the songs like Flying Saucer Safari, Pioneers, Not Allowed, Gossip, Intellectual Rock, Protection, Anything, Jam the Controls, Green Eyes, When in the World, Unable, Mom and Dad and God, Computer Date, and Janitor. Janitor was one of their minor hits, but this came out in 1981. This was reissued in 2021, and it's the Suburban Lawns. Their music is wild, people. You should check them out. I'll do a couple of quick record spins at the end, but again, this is a reissue. Suburban Lawns. There's the hype sticker there. Their music is like, it's hard to describe. It's like post-punk meets new wave meets Talking Heads, but this has a nice photograph of the band. There they are there, and kind of tells about them. With the liner notes and everything. And then here's the Suburban Lawns, the inner sleeve. These are the folks. Sue Tissue right there. She was the lead singer. Music's hard to describe, but they're really cool. I'll play a couple of record drops at the end. And there's the lyrics. And then this is a reissue. I think it's 180 gram. Just pure white. So Suburban Lawns, check them out. Really, I wouldn't say they were obscure, but on the East Coast, I think I was the only one of my group of friends that were into them. Suburban Lawns, check them out. What are we doing for time? Here's Dee Dee doing a little speed punk here. This is from Howling at the Moon album. Dee Dee. Miss all those Ramones guys. This album is called, the band is called Christmas. Iris Records. And the name of the album is In a Cellular Day Glow. Look that up. I had no idea what the hell that meant. They are a band. I think they only made 2 albums. I think they're out of Massachusetts. I could be wrong. This album is on Big Time Records. And there's Michael, Liz, and Dan. Their music is very interesting. They had a song they used to play in 128 minutes called, you know what? I forget what it was called. But I'll find it and I'll do a needle drop at the end. They're kind of like a psychedelic alternative rock band. Very wild music. Look at their video. Look them up. In Excessor Dayglow. And the band is called Christmas. This is an awesome album, though. I really like it. And there's nothing exciting to show. There's no inner sleeve for that one, just a plain one. Next up is a reissue. My copy was kind of beat up, so I got an upgrade. This is the Ramones' Rocket to Russia, 3rd album. Obviously, quintessential punk album. 180 gram vinyl. And number 3 of the Rolling Stones top 50 greatest punk albums ever made. Blah, blah, blah. Not much more to say about that. There's Zippy the Pinhead. Gabba Gabba Hey. And there's all the classics. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. This is still sealed. I just got this a few days ago. And that's the Ramones' Rocket to Russia classic album. Yes. Did I tell you I like the Ramones? Kidding. Next up, very happy to have this album. This is a punk band called Bad Dress Sense. I'm going to do a needle drop from them. They're a punk band, but they're very catchy. But look at that album cover. Do you think they were sued by the moguls of who owned the Star Trek rights on this album? I don't know. Bad Dress Sense, great punk band. I remember skating to them. Vinyl Solution, that's their little inner sleeve. This is an original pressing. I believe this is a British import. I could be wrong. Let me take it out of the plastic. Yeah. How cool of an album cover is that? It's a great shape, too. This is the inner sleeve. These are the guys. Again, they're like punk, hardcore, skate music. And they're out of this is a UK import from London, but the band is, I believe, from California. Bad Dress Sense. This is an import. Excellent copy. Great shape. It's like almost brand new. There's the I'll do a needle drop on them. They are awesome. I really like this band. Very catchy, punk, quick songs. And that's Bad Dress Sense. You gotta love that album cover. I love Star Trek. No, I do not go to conventions dressed up as any of the Star Trek members. Not that there's nothing wrong with that. That's just not my gig. I understand the whole cosplay thing, but not my gig. I just go and listen to the speakers, meet who I can. Next up is an album that I found out about this band by watching a Steve Carlson Sunday morning show. And this is Goat. And this is like world beat music meets goth meets, I don't know. Steve Carlson would probably have a better explanation of this. But I really liked these folks. And correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, are they from Sweden maybe? They're a European band, I know that, and they dress up in these really ancient costumes when they go on stage, and it's really cool. And this is on like this cool die cut. And again, this is a new band, that I normally don't buy new records. See how it's die cut? And this is the band Goat. I really like them. Check them out. It's like world beat music with all different influences of her. And this is an import in England. I paid a lot of money for this record, actually. But I really liked it so much. And the album's on blue vinyl. And there's the inner sleeve, wild psychedelic, which this band is very psychedelic, too. And it's on blue, and that's Rocket Records. Pretty cool. So check them out, Goat. Again, I'll do needle drops of some or most of these. And then, I'm going to leave it at one more record. And then that's it. Alright, this is a very obscure compilation album. Not for sale, it's a promo album. And it's called Radio and Store Sampler, which I assume they played this on the radio and in the store. But it's got like Peter Godwin on, Babies in the Mountain. That's Trio, Boom Boom. That's that German band that did that song, Boom Boom, and the other song, what was that other song? From the Volkswagen commercial. You know what guys I'm talking about. Just got up a little while ago. It's got Suburbs on it, Style Counselor, Minor Detail. Again, Suburbs, Style Counselor, Peter Godwin, Trio, and then Big Country. This was very cheap, but very cheap. And I thought it was cool, so I picked it up. It's in very good condition. And nothing special about the record, but I'll show you it's in good condition. And again, it's on the promo white sampler there. That was cool. It was only like $5 plus shipping. So that's an obscure sampler I picked up. And again, it's called Radio and Store Sampler, Polygram Records. So I'm going to leave it off at there. I don't want this to get too long. I have a lot more stuff to cover. And I still have a pile of 45s down here, but I might add those in with the Bobby Gas ones I want to show them. So that's basically it for now. I hope everyone's doing well, and please stay safe out there. Love your family. Enjoy your time with your family. And until the next video, which won't be 2 months from now, I hope everyone's doing well. I love everybody in the VC community. And I will be doing a contest very soon. And I'm slowly transitioning into showing my ugly mug. So I figured what better way to start out is at the beginning of my video showing me when I first wake up with my hair sticking all out, going gray, thanks to my kids, having to worry about them all the time. But at least my hair isn't falling out, right? That's a good thing. So everybody, I love you all. Stay safe. Flash Gordon, 1 records at a time. Keep spinning those tunes, man.
Or just use it for fun. Now, that's as black as ever. Hunt down your skins or die.
awesome.